Hello, my name is Haley Mae Martin, and for my informative speech today, I'm going to be teaching you how to travel on a college budget. So, a big thing before traveling is always your prior research. One tip that my family's taught me and I've learned on my own with traveling is to know when the off season is for where you're wanting to travel to. So, my aunt and uncle just went to New Zealand in 2019, and for them, the off season is June to August for tourists because that's when it's their winter time, as well as March to May and September to November. So when you have these off seasons of places you're traveling to, there's going to be less tourists, so the prices are also going to be cheaper for hotels and whatnot. And then another big thing that I've learned personally is planning out your trip beforehand to have a budget, because I've gone on trips where I haven't had a budget made before, and then I'll spend so much more than I need to and do so much more than I need to. But if you have that planned out before with your budget and the money beforehand, it'll help you make sure that you're only spending what you accounted for. Another big thing is the flights. So my family uses Fare Company a lot. It's just a website that tells you different days of flights, the best route, cheapest route, whatnot. And the best day to book a flight is always on a Tuesday. It's the least busiest day of the week. For flights, it's just what it stated. And then for travels in America or in the States, you want to book 6 weeks in advance. But if you're going internationally, you want to book 3 to 4 months in advance. Some good websites for international travel that I've used are couchsurfing.com, woofing.com, and EasyJet. They just compare flights for you, show you the best times for you to land into the country you want to go to fly out, everything. It helps you save some money. Another big thing that I use is looking into an airline card for points. I have one, and I use it to pay my tuition each quarter and then pay it off throughout the year, and that gets me points to travel. And usually when you sign up for an airline card, you get 3 times the amount of points for 6 to 12 months. And so if you are using it to pay tuition, that's nice because you get 3 times the amount of airline points as well as you already paid your tuition and paying it off. If you ever have a delayed flight and you ask the company, more times than not, they'll give you a voucher for a cheaper flight for next time. So those help with saving money. Another good way to save money is for international travel if you stay in hostels. Hostels are a cheap route to stay, and from in hostels you can offer to clean and do chores, and they usually offer you free stays if you'll help clean or cook or do any of that. It's also a great way to meet people if you're solo backpacking in a foreign country, because they have different hostels according to what you want to stay in. So they have hostels for strictly ages 18 to 24 of solo backpackers, so you would only be staying with people in your age who are doing the same thing. According to Hostel World, in some countries they have different types of hostels. In Australia they have surf hostels and remote hostels. In Spain they have party hostels and group hostels. And then, like I said earlier, they have the ones for 18 to 24. If you would rather do a hotel, if you show some college ID, they usually give you a type of discount. And 90% of the time, if you ask them for a free upgrade for the hotel, they'll do it for you. A lot of times people just don't ask, so they don't get it. When you're packing for your trips, only bring what can fit in a backpack. I've learned that if I can't carry it on my back and across my body in a duffel bag, then I don't need it. Bring clothes that you can wear a few times in different outfits. So a lot of simple clothes, plain clothes that you can dress up, dress down. And a big thing that I've learned is to get a flat fanny pack, because you put it under your clothes for foreign travel so you don't get robbed, because pickpocketing is huge in foreign countries. So you want a flat fanny pack to hold your passport, your money, and everything, where it's attached to you and someone can't take it off your body. Having a college ID when traveling internationally is super, super helpful, because you get cheaper train rides in European countries for showing your college ID, as well as it gets you into most museums in European countries for free. And make sure you get into the hostels for young travelers. So if you feel unsafe staying with older people, then you can stay with people your age, as well as it gets you a discount on flights once you're in European countries. When I went to Europe, the flights were anywhere from €5 to €20 to fly to other places, which is super, super cheap. But if you show that college ID, they give it to you for even cheaper. And yeah, if you guys have any other questions about traveling on a college budget, let me know.